Hello?
Yeah, Amina, we hear you.
Goodness. Finally, you can hear me.
I hear you. I don't know what was going on with you, but it's okay. Thank God you are working now. Go ahead. What do you want to say to
Yeah.
us?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm interrupting your conversation. I don't know what you guys were talking about because I had to just reload the app. So
No, no, it's
I
okay.
don't.
We are talking about racism in Islam. What do you think about Islam? Is Islam racist?
As far as I know, Islam isn't racist. I've been, my family and I all practice Islam for as long as I've known. I was born into it. I've not experienced racism.
Where,
And
where are where
so,
are you from, if you don't mind to say?
well, I live in the UK. I live in England, but my family's from North of Africa.
Okay. But if we go right now and we search in the internet, like if we say you are from Morocco, do Moroccan people mistreat a black African in Morocco?
Well, the part of Africa that my family were from, um, yeah, I don't.
Okay, so Morocco,
Um,
let me make it simple. Morocco, until now, they mistreat African. Tunisia, they mistreat African, and we can show the reference right now. Libya, they capture African until now, and all North Africa. In fact, Morocco was the biggest market for slavery in the world.
Yeah, but I don't think you can misconstrue religion with like actual people because you can say the same thing for you can say the same thing for any country that has religion or
No,
you
no,
can
no.
say
This
like
is this
it's
is not
racist
this is
even.
not about a country. This is based on the religion. Did your prophet allow you to capture people and enslave them?
Um, I know in the Quran it says obviously like that the slavery does exist, but I don't think it's something that we currently practice or at least like
No,
if I'm being completely honest, yes, where I'm from.
currently you don't practice because Muslims are not the one who is the superior in the world, and the Western they force their rules. So when the Western they say nobody slavery, nobody slavery. That's it. That's the whole idea. Otherwise, actually, until now in Mauritania they have slaves. Until now, big
Yeah,
number.
yeah. I
Yeah.
was just going to say, yeah, I grew up with that knowledge. I grew up in that society of, people that there were people that were subservient to a certain class of people or certain ethnic groups of people. But it is servitude, it is indentured servitude, and it's not right. I was against it. Not, people were comfortable with
All right.
it,
So let us move to something more
but I don't
important.
think it's linked. I wouldn't
Do
say that's
do
linked
do
to
bla-
Islam.
do
Like
black do
it's so
black
obvious to say that
Okay.
it's linked to
Is it
Islam.
is it true? Is it true that in Islam anyone when I enter heaven he must be white?
He must be white.
Yes.
I've never heard of that. That sounds crazy.
Okay. Do you speak Arabic?
No, I don't speak Arabic.
But you said you are from
No.
Morocco.
No, I didn't say I'm from Morocco. I didn't say I'm from. I said I'm from. My family's from the north of Africa.
Oh, okay.
Mauritania is the country that you mentioned is actually where my family is from. So
All right. Okay. So if we go right now to the Quran and let us see, do you see my screen?
I don't because I'm on Discord, and to be
Okay.
quite frank
I
with
will I
you,
will I will share it in Discord. I will
okay.
share it in Discord so you can see it. Do you see my screen now?
Yeah, I do see your
Yeah, I
screen.
was refuting this Abdul here, but let me show you the Quran. We will go to the Quran.
Okay, go on.
Uh, if we go to the Quran, we will find the following. Actually, before we go to the Quran, have you ever heard of something, the revolution of the Zinj?
No, where's that?
You see my screen says Zinj rebellion,
Yeah.
869 AD. This is not long after Muhammad,
Yeah.
883. The black
Hmm.
slave revolt against the Abbasi Caliphate Empire. What
Yeah.
what happened is that the Muslims they captured tens of thousands of a black African and they forced them to be their slaves, specifically in farming or sex. The beautiful women they
Oh,
go to for sex, the one who don't look good, or old or men, they go for farming. So in that territory, in Iraq, where the caliphate located, they have tens of thousands of a black, to the point that the whole population in the area of Al-Basra become black. And we are talking about the farming area. So those people, they revolt for their freedom when they notice that they are became big in number. They said to themselves, we can be free from the white man who control us, who slave us. And the war started, and the Arab, they slaughter every single black one of them. So you never heard of this before, right?
No, it's not something that
Well,
I've heard of or anyone talks about.
anyone can search what you see in the screen. Search for the Zinj rebellion, and you will find it. Now let us go to the Quran.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, historical events don't necessarily.
No, but those historical events, they are coming from the Quran. They are coming from the.
Because you can say, like,
Do
the
your prophet
Crusades.
did your prophet own black slaves?
I don't know if he owned. If he
Sure, he
did, it's
owned.
not something I heard.
Bilal is very famous. Bilal, Muhammad, he
Yeah, I've
died.
heard of Bilal. Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah,
Bilal.
Bilal, he was a slave of Muhammad, and Muhammad died, and Bilal is still a slave. But let us see,
And I thought Bilal was highly regarded because he got to call the adhan and everything.
he was
So
commanded. It's not because he was respected, but because he's a poor black slave. The,
yeah, but
the white
like
man,
all.
the white man. Why Muhammad did not command Abu Bakr to shout? He commanded the black, the slave. The white people don't
Maybe
wake up.
I heard that he eradicated slavery and that
Well,
what from
okay,
Islam.
Muhammad he died and he owned slaves. Is that correct?
I don't know that if Muhammad
Okay, we will go for that
owns
part.
specific
Let us
slaves.
read the Quran here, and we will go to that part about Muhammad, what he did with the slavery. Muhammad, he encouraged slavery, and one of his title is Ba'i'ul Abid, which means the slave sellers. Can you read for me, please, what the Quran is saying?
On the day of resurrection, when some of the faces will become white, and some faces will become black. As for those faces will become black, to them will be said, did you reject faith after accepting? Then taste the torment of hell. Taste the torment in hell for rejecting the faith.
Continue.
And for those faces who will become white, they will be in Allah's mercy, paradise. Therein they shall dwell forever.
You said, when I said to you that in Islam only white people are welcome, you said
Yeah,
that
but
would be funny.
But do you not think that that could just be said for, like, their faces are turning black because not racially, it's not like a racial thing, it's more so like because they're evil, and like I think everyone kind
So
of understands.
why if somebody evil, his face will turn black? So if I am
Well,
evil, so if I am like, can't I be evil and I'm white?
no, of course you can, but then your face could still turn black because that might just be the connotation for evil,
Okay, why? But
like
why
how
he did
red
not
is
say that?
associated with sex, and
No,
like black
what?
could be associated with
Okay, I will
evil.
go with you. But why Allah he chose to say that the one who is evil will be black? Why he did not say the one who will be evil will be white?
Well, maybe it's just what people understood back then, much like, how Christ uses the fig tree, even though we don't have fig trees in current day. Like we do, but like, in England, I don't walk around seeing fig trees. He
Oh,
uses
you have a lot of fig tree.
parables.
No, you have a lot of fig tree in England. If you go right now,
No, but
you
I've
can
never seen a fig tree.
no
I've
you
never walked
you
out
can
and seen a
search.
fig
It's
tree.
called the brown turkey. So there you have a lot of fig tree in England. Same time, here it's physical. If we go right now, have you ever heard of the Quran tafsir?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right. So in the Quran, there's a chapter, the chapter of the ants. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Chapter of
Maybe
the
if you
chapter of the
if
ant, verse number
oh
82.
ant. Oh, okay, ants, right.
Ants, yeah,
Yes.
ants, yeah. So chapter 80, 27, verse number 82, it says that there is a beast will come from the ground. Do you know what this beast will do?
No, No, I don't know what it will do, but I'm guessing it might eat people. I don't
No,
know.
this beast
Or
is
hurt.
a Muslim beast, and he is going to teach you how to behave,
Oh, okay.
and he
That
will make
sounds
you white or black.
all right.
So if we go, let us go here.
But don't you think it's people see black cats, like people see black cats and they like, oh, they associate that with, oh, like, black cats are evil.
This
It's
is
it's
this
like that
is
kind of same
no, this
thing.
is okay, but that this is cannot be from God. But this is what your God said. Your prophet, he said, the black dog is the devil. Is that godly?
But do you not think that?
Is it stupid? Do you agree with me to
Yeah,
associate the color of a black cat with evil cat?
yeah. Obviously, I do think
Okay,
that's silly when people say that
but
because
this is what you
I have a cat that's also black and
but this is
white.
what your prophet said. Your prophet says the black dog is the devil, and I will show it to you. But let us see here what the Quran is saying, because you are saying that this is maybe metaphorically, not physically correct about being a black face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
I think it.
read with
I
me
would,
here.
I would interpret it as that because I cannot take.
All
If
right.
I was to take
This
it
is the
literally, I
story.
would.
This is the story according to your prophet and his companions. The beast will come out from the ground. You see my screen?
Yeah, I do see your
All right.
screen.
So
It
this is
is
a
quite small for me, but yes, I can see it.
so this is I can post the link for you so you can open it if you want. I will post the link. Here we
No,
go.
no, it's okay. I'll go with you. It's all right. You don't
All
have
right.
to
So
do that.
here there is a beast is going to come from the ground, and this
Yeah,
beast is going to have, let me show you, is going to have the ring and a
yeah,
staff, the ring of Solomon, magical ring, and the
yeah.
staff of Moses. Let us see together.
Okay.
Read with me. Can you read for me what you see in this
It
image?
is a little bit small for me because I'm on my phone and my screen isn't
Okay.
enlarged.
A beast will emerge from the earth, and with it will be the staff of Moses and the ring of Suleiman. Suleiman means Solomon. Peace
Yeah,
be
yeah.
upon both. It will strike the nose of this believer with the staff of who? Of Moses. And it will make his face, the face of the believer, bright, which means white, with the ring. Until when the disbelievers they meet, they like they meet, they see each other by color. What do you think about this? Is that metaphorical now or physical?
Um, I don't really. I guess. I guess that provides a bit of context, but
Let us continue reading.
uh,
Maybe that will give us more. It will strike
okay.
the nose. It will strike the nose of the disbelievers with the ring, and will make his face, the face of the believers, bright with the staff. Until when the people they gather for a meal,
Mm-hmm.
they will say to one another, "O believer, O disbeliever." Why? Because now there is only black and white. Correct?
Yeah.
So how now Muslim they recognize who is a believer? He is very white. And
Okay.
how they recognize someone is not a believer? He is very black. And then it says
Right.
here, and then this is the description of the beast. And let us continue. If you read with me
Mm.
here, it says, so, and there will be no disbeliever left without making black spot in his face, which will
Mm-hmm.
spread, until his face is black as a result. Do you see
Right.
it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then before it says we skip that by mistake, there will be no believer left without making a white spot in his face, which will
Mm-hmm.
spread until his face shining white as a result. Is that
Mm.
metaphorical now, or this is physical?
Well, yeah, that's obviously like literal. That's a bit more.
All right.
That's yeah.
So all non-believers, the penalty for them is being black. All the believers are going to be white. So if Islam is not racist, what is behind this?
Um, I'm not really sure, but um, like I'm not really sure. I don't know, but I cannot believe that God would be racist. Yeah, I don't believe that. that our creator is racist. I believe we were, the explanation that I was told for us being different is so that we can learn to accept one another. So I cannot believe the, how I was made. It was to, rape comes from racism, because that just cannot be true. Like I can accept that, I can read that, and I can hear it, and I'll be like, okay, cool. But I've learned that it's not racist. So like I can see and hear that. I just don't. I think we are, as human beings, are flawed, and maybe that's why we have racism.
Yeah, but this is God that's talking now. This is not a human being. This is not me and you. This is God. This is Quran.
Yeah.
So how? Okay, when Allah He created the white people and the
Yeah.
black people, did He create the black people to go to hell from the beginning?
Well, obviously not.
Obviously not. Why?
No, I don't
How
think
come?
so.
How come?
Because, like, he created us all equally. It's not about the color of our skin. It's about with what's in our heart. It's about what we follow. It's about the way we treat each other when we're
Oh,
alive.
can you read
It's
for me?
nothing to
Can
do.
you read for me what is in the screen?
Sure, go on. Okay, is it Abu? Is it? I don't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce the
Don't
first
worry
name.
about the name. Who cares?
Okay, reported God's messenger as saying, God created Adam when he created him, and struck his right shoulder and brought forth his offspring white like small ants, and struck his left shoulder and brought forth his offspring black as though they were charcoal. Then he said to the party on his right side, to paradise, and I do not care. And he said to the party on his left shoulder, to hell, and I do not care.
So who is
Yeah.
the one going to go to heaven and who is the one who is going to go to hell? Based on your prophet's statement.
Well, from this, like reading it, obviously says the white offspring, white ants, and then the black ants are going to hell.
So the black people will go to hell, the white people will go to heaven, correct?
Yeah. Well, the ants, but yeah, I'm guessing they are human. They're like meant to be metaphors for human. Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, he is describing them how, because there is in the desert, there's white ants and there's black ants, So he's describing them as the color, like how black, how white they are. So the white, the offspring which is born from the right hand, the right hand in Islam present the hand of God. Because God have two hands, your God have two hands, and both of them they are in the right side of Allah, correct?
Yeah.
So the reason Allah He chose the white to be born of the white right hand, for those are the righteous people. The white people are righteous. And the reason that Allah He chosen the left hand to make the black offspring coming from, because Islam teach that black people are not righteous. This is not metaphorical no more. This is a clear evidence that from the beginning Islam believe that all black are evil, all white are good.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I mean that's pretty damning. But race, for me, like, race isn't all. Like, I can't just be like, okay, yeah, obviously, if God's racist, that's a problem. But like, I don't know what to do with that. I guess it's pretty bad, but I don't know what to do with that.
Well, if I am you, I will leave Islam, my friend. I mean, it's
Well,
not about you do what not to do. Either we accept such an idea. For me, I met people who they are white, they are very evil. And I met
yeah,
black people who they are very good. And I met black, they are bad. And they are met, I mean, you meet from everybody. There is Asian, they are bad. There is Asian who they are good. There is bad and good everywhere. In the same
yeah,
family, you will find a brother, he is wonderful. The other brother is disgusting. So the same family, the same parents, the same ethnic, the same language, the same roof, the same milk, the same breast, they breastfeed from, yet one is evil, one is good.
Yeah, but I understand. I do 100% see what you're saying. I think that that's true. I think that, there is a point. There is some goodness in Islam, and there is obviously
Give
some
give me
things that
give me
are,
one good thing about Islam. Go ahead.
like, for example, like the orphans, and giving, for example, you cannot
Hold
treat
on.
orphans
Is it
badly.
is it true that Islam says to treat the orphan nice is by having sex with them?
I've never, no, I haven't seen that. So
Uh-huh.
I
Let's see.
like I Surah An-Nisa, which talks about the orphans, and like treating them rightly and
All
splitting
right.
their, like,
Let us
giving them
see.
the right
All
of
right.
heritage.
We will see. We will see how the Quran speak about how to treat the orphan nicely. If you fear
Yeah,
that you shall
that for
not,
me,
no, hold on,
that
hold
gives
on,
me a bit of
just wait.
hope.
If you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry women of your choice. How in the world this religion teaching you? You see, I say to you, is it true that you treat the orphan by having sex with them? You said no. Correct? A second ago.
Yeah,
But the Quran saying Allah command you to treat the orphan kindly
yeah,
by
of course.
by marrying little girls who they are orphan. We don't say orphan for someone she is 18, right?
No,
We say
well,
orphan for someone she is a child. A person cannot take care of itself, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So your God is commanding the Muslim to be good to the orphan by what? By sleeping with them.
And marry them. So you have to marry them first,
This is
though.
sleep with them, no problem. Marrying them, they are kids. Is that how I can care? Is that how I do charity? So I see an orphan, I say, okay, girl, go to my bed. I will feed you. I will give you milk, but take off your panty. Is that how? Excuse my language. Is that how I can treat an orphan girl?
Well, no, you shouldn't really treat them like that.
Okay,
But
but you are the one who mentioned to me. I said to you, give me one good thing about Islam. You said to me, Islam teach us to treat orphan nice. This is not nice.
yeah,
this, this
because
is
it
this
says
is
treat them justly.
Well,
And
justly. This is justly. How does justly? I mean, justly what? Like, take care of them, feed them. I mean, listen. Honest to God, God is my witness. I bought order. I never have cats. I don't have animals in my house. I bought. I can show it right now from Amazon. I bought food for cats. There's a bunch of little cats around my house, and I bought food for them.
well,
They are not
that's
my cats. I have nothing to do with them. I can show right now my order in Amazon. So I feed cats. I'm not going to sleep with the cat to feed the cat. So
well, yeah,
if the
obviously, because
if
they
the
can.
if the little kitten, in order for me to take care of that kitten, let us say this orphan is a kitten, little tiny
Mhm.
child. So what kind of a good person I am, in order to take care of someone, this person have to sleep with me, and
Yeah,
even
but
though it is a child.
I don't think good, decent people would do that. I'm not, if I was raising
So are
a
you
boy
saying decent
in my
people? So
house.
are you saying, my dear sister, are you saying decent people should not follow the Quran?
No, I'm just saying, obviously, the whole idea of treating them justly and nicely means to feed them, bathe them, clothe them,
No, but you are
put them in
marrying them. Okay,
education.
can't you feed them without taking them to bed?
Well,
This
obviously, you
does
can.
does it say in the front of your eyes? Is that my translation? Am I faking things? This is the Quran. This is your
No.
Islamic website. Does it say marry other if you cannot do that? So okay. So now, is that how we can treat justly an orphan, a child? So we take advantage of their needs.
Well, no, obviously that would be really bad if they were a child.
So this is not decency then.
And
This is
even if they weren't a child, you cannot do that. You shouldn't do
but
that
this
to
is
them
but this is
because they
not
were,
de but this is not decency then, correct?
I guess, in that context, it wouldn't be very nice to do that.
But is it
I mean,
decency?
like,
It's not about nice. You see, this is not about nice. I want you to focus with me and be, I'm assuming that Amina, she is an honest person. She will give me an honest answer. Is that decency? If you heard that I saw an orphan who need food, and I say to her, listen, baby, I will marry you, I will feed you, come to my home, come here, I have candy for you.
It sounds so disturbing. Don't say that.
So, what do you think
Yeah.
about what I just did? Is that disgusting
Yeah.
or this
Yeah,
is
well,
good?
obviously, I think it would be kind of under child grooming, and you would probably be like,
Exactly. And this is what
arrested.
Islam is about. So, what is good about Islam? So, we just showed you your
I
prophet
mean, like,
saying
for
black
example,
people.
like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, having grown up in it, I feel that, like, okay, for the most part, I have seen goodness. You cannot, like, okay, I'm, like, exploring the Bible, really, really lovely stuff. It touches my heart, and I'm like, that's amazing. But then I look at the way I grew up and the way that the people that and the culture and the society that I was a part of, and I just think this cannot be, like, these people are Muslim. We're all Muslim. We live our normal lives, and we do good things, and because we want to please Allah.
I don't know. You fail to
So,
give
like,
me anything good you do. Give me a good thing you do. Lying. Okay.
like,
Okay. Let
we
us go.
pray,
When you say we
fast
Muslims, when you
through
say you
Ramadan.
Muslims, no, hold on. So what Ramadan? I mean, you eat more in Ramadan. People get more fat in Ramadan. You don't lose
Yeah,
weight.
that is okay. I mean, yeah, that's, there is some evidence to
So,
suggest
so
that it's
your
kind of.
fasting is not a true fasting. You just switch the day to night and the night to day, and that's all. And you eat more, and actually, food got
And
more
we do give
expensive.
zakat, you give charity,
Okay, even your
you send.
zakat, you don't give it because you're a good person. You give it because you promised. If you give, Allah will forgive you. So you bribe God, you give money. So, oh, forgive me, Allah. It's not because you are a good person. You see, if I do something for the sake of some return, that means I am not a good person because I will get the
So,
return anyway.
can I ask you a
If
question,
I believe in
CP?
God, I'm not seeking return, then I'm a believer. But
Can
if
I
I
ask
am
you a
just seeking return, then I am not a believer.
Can I ask you a question? What do you think of all the Muslims that are living their, kind of ordinary lives, do their best to follow the Quran, and just, do that, like, and we can. You can't say they are bad people. Like,
You
we
see,
live our
I am
ordinary lives.
Amina.
We we do.
I'm not here to talk about bad people, because I am sure your
Yeah,
parents
but
are. No,
you
hold
do
on.
seem to hold
Let me let
the.
me let me let me answer. Let me answer. So
Okay, sorry, go on.
I'm sure that you are coming from a good family, but how that prove
I
Islam to
do.
be okay? So how that prove Islam to be good? Let us say I'm good. I'm coming from a bad family, but how that prove Christianity to be bad? So you are mixing things up. You coming from a good family doesn't make you coming from good religion. You're coming from good family
Yeah,
because your parents. Okay,
but the
did
religion is our.
your mom teach you that you can lie to your husband?
No, I
Why?
no,
Why
I
your
was
mom
never.
she will not? Why your mom she will not teach you that?
I mean, she hasn't really taught me what to
No, but I
say,
mean,
or
why? Okay, let's say in the future you have a child. Do you
yeah,
encourage your child, your daughter? Let's say you have a daughter, God is
yeah.
willing, and you told your daughter, "Hey, daughter, you should lie to your husband." Is that a good teaching?
Well, obviously not. That's morally corrupting
But
your
isn't it
soul, because every lie
exactly?
that
But isn't this what your prophet said? The man he can lie
I
to his husband. The man can lie to his
yeah.
wife, and the wife can lie to her husband.
But I don't know that many. I don't know that many people take that seriously. Like, I
So are
don't
you
think.
saying to me that the good Muslim is the one who don't take Islam seriously? Because if you take Islam seriously, you follow it, you become corrupt.
I think, okay, no. Well,
Amina,
for
Amina,
example.
you just said you are corrupting your kid. You said that to me when I
Yeah,
asked you about.
obviously
Okay, so
lying.
you agreed that Muhammad is corrupting your kids.
Well, yeah, obviously. Well, I'm not saying Muhammad is correcting our
No,
kids.
no,
I'm
you
just
said
saying the
that. No,
whole
you said
principle
that.
of
I
lying.
said to you, listen, Amina, listen. You're you're really funny. I'm not
No,
making
I'm
fun of
not.
you, by
I'm
the
just
way,
trying to
but you
tell
are the
you.
one who used the word corrupt, and I'm listening
Yeah.
carefully. I listen to the heart of people and to their words and voice. So
Okay.
you said, and everybody heard you, if I do that, I am obviously corrupting my kid.
Yes, that's
So
morally corrupting your
if you
child.
listen to the teaching of Muhammad, you will end with what? Corrupting your kid.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, if I teach my child to lie, then I am teaching them to corrupt their souls, and I don't want to do that.
So why you don't follow Muhammad
Um,
then? Obviously, you don't like Muhammad teaching.
but I do think, Muhammad has other teachings that are, maybe better. Okay, I don't hold the view that Muhammad was this perfect human being that didn't make any mistakes, because obviously his
Is
marriage.
that about Muhammad being perfect or is about God teaching? So are you saying to me Muhammad was giving false teaching, not from his God?
I think some of his teachings surely cannot. I don't know. I just think some of his teachings are questionable. As a person that is living in this world right now, I cannot encourage my child to lie. I wouldn't encourage them to lie. I wouldn't encourage the man that I marry in the future to have, four wives or up to four wives, because I've seen it happen in my own family, and it's horrible. It's not good for anybody. I always tell that to everybody that kind of glamorizes the four wives thing, and I say no, it's horrible. Everybody's miserable, including the children. The children don't have an identity. Don't do that. It's not okay. Stop glamorizing it, because it's a load of nonsense. But I can understand that the Quran says that. I can see that the Quran says that, but I don't know that everything that when you do something in practice and it doesn't work, but that doesn't mean to say that,
Question.
Amina, did you hear the video of Ali Dawa, and he is from England, about having
yeah.
secret wife?
I've seen multiple videos of him talking about like polygamy and stuff, and like having, I don't
No,
know if
this
it's about
video,
wife.
why men get secret second wife. And if you watch the video, you will see that they agree that the Prophet said, you can lie to your wife and you can have a second wife. Okay. Do you like I want you to be honest with me. Do you agree with the teaching of Islam that your husband, he marry you, he said to you in the morning, I love you, and afternoon he said that to other secret wife, and by night he said to the third secret wife, and by the other morning he said to the fourth secret wife? What kind of religion, this religion we are talking about? Go ahead.
I wouldn't, obviously. I wouldn't. If I was seeking out a husband, I wouldn't want that at all. And and if he was doing that, I'd feel betrayed, and that's not the kind of life that I want to live in. At the very least, you could do is be honest with people and tell them what you're going to do. But I don't agree that you should have a secret second, third wife or whatever. That's not right. You shouldn't do that.
Let us hear me and you for a little bit what Ali Dawa he said and Mimi Hijab, and give me your comment.
I
More
think
accurately, that take on another wife and all the responsibilities that come with another wife. How many men will agree to that?
For example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
Yes, you can. You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is.
If we sit down and we talk about it, and I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e., me wanting him all to myself, I need to understand them. So I need to sit down and I need to really think about how this is going to affect him. It could lead him into doing zina.
Imagine, Amina, this Muslim woman, she is saying that when she take one husband only for herself, she is being selfish.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit silly. I think you then have to consider the caliber of men and the standard of that you're setting for yourself. I don't believe in this. I live in. I hear everything. I get the red pill community of men have desires that need to be met. Blah blah blah. The Andrew Tates of the world. Blah blah blah. Alpha males. Da da da. I don't. I think that whole idea is nonsense. It's immoral. It's corrupting society. It shouldn't happen. And I don't believe in the fourth wife. I can, you can still be a Muslim and not want that. I don't think it's not one of those articles of faith that you have to say, oh well.
How you can be a Muslim and you don't need to believe in that if this is what Islam teach.
Yeah, but just because says you can do it doesn't mean you have to do it. You have
No,
to
no, no, no.
discern
It's
for
not
yourself.
about. No, no. It's not about. It's not actually. You are not even qualified to say what you can take. You are the female. It's the man decision. The man, the man. So you are in Islam. You cannot even discuss this issue and say, "Oh, this is not right." Who are you? I'm not disrespecting you, by the way. In Islam, you are nobody.
No.
As you see, those men, they brought 4 Muslim girls, put them in the stage with no shame. And one of them, she said, I understand that men, they want to have more intimacy. So we know that this is all is about sex. So what kind of religion sacrifice family bonds with intimacy, and how that will make the man have a better family? Because
Yeah.
if you have children, I will tell you, when I was a kid in the Middle East, I grew up between Muslims. So once there's a kid, he come to my house, I go to his house, and once he said the F word to his brother. He said it to his mother. I said, you idiot, how you say that? Isn't him your brother? He said, oh yeah, but his mother is not my mother. This is the first time ever I see someone, because I thought all of them, they are like us, Christians. 1 woman, 1 man, 1 family. There's no my mother and your mother. But it turned to be in the Muslim family are very much divided. And then I learned how they even kill each other for the sake of the money. How the women pull the hair of each other fighting over a dress the husband he bought, or a perfume. How things is corrupt and disgusting. How the family is so much destroyed. How the kids, when the father he died, later the same kid, when his father died, they were shooting at each other for the sake of the money. So how that will make a family if I teach my followers to lie to their wives, husband lie to his husband, the wife lie to her husband, children are hating each other, seeking secret wives just for the sake of intimacy.
Yeah.
And here we ask ourselves, when God he created Eve, what Adam was doing? He was watching porn because Eve is not enough.
Well, I don't think porn existed in heaven.
So you see the idea, all the excuses they are giving is false, is satanic, and a man, this in the Bible says, the Bible describes actually the women the same as the church, and the man he gave himself the same as the Messiah. He's using voice changer. This guy, he don't dare even to use his voice. Anyway, so in the Bible, it's a man, he give himself to the women, and the women with the man will be united. Echad. That is very beautiful. So
yeah,
why in Christianity we can have one, and they are talking about if you don't have a 1 woman, then you are going to cheat. Well, okay, Muhammad, when Khadija, she was alive, he have only 1 wife. Did he cheat?
I hope not.
He did. Muhammad, he went. Yeah, according to the stories, this is supposedly after Muhammad. He went to the house of his own son after Khadija's death, and he flirted with her, with his wife.
Oh, Zainab.
Zainab, exactly. So now we know what kind of a prophet you have, and what kind of religion you are born to, Amina. So I ask you, you sound like a decent lady, and your family, they are a good family, and obviously Islam does not fit with you, and you don't fit with Islam. So why you don't leave?
I think I respect my family. I love them, and like I mentioned to you, I come from a family with multiple wives, multiple. It's very messy. I wouldn't. If there's anybody out there, please don't do it. Your kids will grow up confused. And so that's the only thing I have to say. But I think the reason why I don't is because I hold to the idea that, obviously my family is, my whole lineage, my tribe spread Islam, across what helped spread Islam. They fought for it, and I don't know what else is. I like I said, I've been reading about Christianity and stuff. I do think has some very beautiful elements, The Old Testament's less so. New Testament really, really touches the heart. But I think I look around me, and I was, you know, with my cousins today, and I look at them and I see them and I see how decent they are. I see how decent everybody around me is, and I do, you know, because I've been watching your videos, and I think, and I hear what you're saying, and I hear what you say to the people that debate you, and I just think surely that it's not the truth, because if it is, then then everybody around me, we're all decent, we're all good people, we've all been brought up with the foundations of Islam, so how can that be, you know?
Well, you know, about
If
this,
Islam
about
is corrupt,
Amina, about decency, I don't agree with you. I say, and I'm not trying to insult you, I came to the Middle East, I never saw decency. The grocery store, they cheat. The butcher, he cheat. The judge, he cheat. The police is a cheater. The governor is a thief. The imam is a child molester. I mean, everybody is a, you know, and then, but everybody pray 5 times. They wear white clothes on the Friday. When they want to pray, they open the windows so all the neighbors can see them, that they are praying. When Ramadan come, they put salt in their mouth, but they eat all day long. So when they leave the house, they put salt so they can make their lips dry. So what I learned about Muslim, that decency is the last thing. I'm not talking about your family. I don't know you. I'm not trying to insult you. But my experience with decency, that Islam is zero decency.
Yeah, I have a few questions to ask, because nobody has ever answered me this question right, and I'm going to mention it. I hope that nobody gets offended. But have you ever heard about, this is not to derail the topic, it's just a question that I have to help me understand, because if it is, then I don't know what to do. Have you heard about FGM, female genital mutilation? Like,
yeah, the Muslim they practice that, and this is one of the reasons.
But is it because, no, like, I've asked people around me, and I've said, is it in the Quran? Is it Sunnah? Is it? And you know, they say no, because you know, most other Muslim countries, it seems to be rife in, you know, North Africa and parts of West Africa, but other people who are also Muslim, you know, in the East and stuff, don't do it, and so it must not be Islamic, you know. So I'm just wondering, from your knowledge and from your,
but okay, but I want to ask you, if
not in the Quran.
If this is not Islamic, so where the Muslim get this from?
I don't know.
Why does it have to be Islamic, by the way?
We have a Muslim here trying to join us. Can you give us just some time? I will be with you, my friend, if you don't mind.
I just don't want you to. Yeah, I'm being muted. Hello.
Just wait a little bit. A little bit. I will be with you. So, and Amina will join.
Can I engage in the conversation? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can, but just a second. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Just one thing. I'll just say 2 things. And Amina, I don't know why you're asking a Muslim question. I don't know why.
I'm asking because I have asked. Like, are you willing to let me respond? I've asked people in my community, and they've said no, it's not. And so I from what I can understand, I can see that, okay, despite Christian Prince's ways of talking that I may not be 100% fond of, I can see that there is a bit of honesty in him that I'm willing to listen to.
He's been insulting the whole time. Where's the honesty? An honest person wouldn't insult.
Amina, can I talk to him? But just don't leave, please. So, Mr. Raytham, your name?
Rhythm.
Okay. You said that this is coming from the culture, correct?
No, I didn't say it's coming from the culture. I said, why does it have to come from Islam? It can come from culture, no? Necessity, it comes from...
No, so where it's coming from? Women and men circumcision. It's coming from where?
What's women's circumcision? And show me where it is in Islam.
No, I'm asking you. She just mentioned it. Are you saying she's lying?
Yeah, I said show me where it is in Islam. I didn't say she didn't
So I'm
mention
asking you, why Muslim they do it if it's not in Islam?
Yeah, we don't know. It's most likely culture. Why it's not Islam? Because I've never heard of something like that in Islam. And I'm asking you to provide evidence of such female circumcision.
Okay, all right. Let us go and
Anyways,
see.
and also
No,
another
hold
thing
on.
is, you're telling-
Hold on.
also-
So you
also
said
just-
this is culture. This is not your religion teaching, correct?
Sure, yeah.
I would be honored if it's not. That would be amazing. But like I said, I'm asking somebody that.
I mean, I'd say this is a question to ask an imam.
Yeah, like I said,
you see, he is
Apologist,
trying to avoid what I'm saying. So Amina,
look,
don't ask Christian
I'm not.
Prince.
I'm not. I'm waiting for you to provide.
No,
your
I'm
evidence.
asking
waiting
you.
for to
I'm
provide your
asking
evidence.
you.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you. Listen. So, is it from Islam teaching women they should do circumcision, or it is not?
What is women's circumcision exactly? I don't understand what that
Cutting
is.
her clitoris.
It varies. It has
Cutting
4
her
different
clitoris.
types.
So, is cutting the clitoris of the women is Islamic or not?
I don't know. I don't believe it's Islamic.
So you said you are teaching her to ask who, but you yourself, you are a growing man. You do not know anything about this.
So yeah, it's not Islamic. I want you to show.
How come you are
possible.
sure it's not Islamic? Is that because it's ugly and
Because I
evil?
don't believe I've heard of any of this. I've discussed many of these moral
So
topics.
let me ask you, is that disgusting to hear that there is some people they do circumcision for women?
What's the benefit of the circumcision?
I'm asking you, is it disgusting for you or not? You tell me.
I'm asking you, what's the reason for the circumcision?
I'm
There
asking
can be
you,
disgusting things
stop
such as
asking me,
surgery, but it's not a
my
good
friend.
cause.
Can you tell me what is your opinion of women circumcision? Is it good?
What
It's
does
bad?
my opinion have to do with this? What does my opinion
So why
have
you
to
are
do with
joining
this?
me here to think for me? We are exchanging opinion. So I'm asking you. You are the one who
Yeah,
jumped in the
my opinion
conversation.
is subjective.
I did
My
not
opinion
even
is subjective.
invite you
It
to
doesn't
join
matter
the
what my opinion
conversation. You
is.
are the one who jumped voluntarily to talk about it. So I'm asking you: is women circumcision? Are you with or against?
That's a false dichotomy. I'm asking you, what is the benefit of it?
You tell me.
What's the
You are the
benefit
one
of
who's doing it.
female
It's you who's
circumcision?
doing it. So what the benefit of it? You tell me.
Who told you I'm doing it?
Can I
I
provide?
don't know what
Can
that
I
is.
provide?
Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is your prophet. He is the one who is teaching them how to do it. And you are a false Muslim. Because you said to her, ask an imam. She said, I will ask Christian Prince because he have knowledge. And obviously he is saying the truth. And I never say something without showing reference. Is that the hadith? Read the hadith and read. Don't tell me this is not Islamic.
Can you go down?
So
I need to see.
apologize for saying this is not Islamic. I will show you.
See if the hadith
is the hadith is da'if.
I need to see.
Da'if.
So it's da'if. So why it's not accepted?
Well, I
It's
changed my
unreliable.
mind. It's Hassan. It's da'if. Sorry, it's authentic. Here we go. You're a potato. So see, it's da'if. It's da'if. Allahu Akbar is da'if. It is sahih. I was joking with you because I know that you are a fraud. So listen. So now it's circumcision. Answer the women. The lady she asked, why in the world you want to do circumcision for the women? And you are the one who said, you are the one.
It's right there. Read it. Read it.
What? Read what?
Read it.
Read what?
Read. Abu Dawood said Muhammad bin Hassan is obscure. Read it.
What?
Read what Abu Dawood says.
What he said. Go ahead.
Go down. I know you're bad at English.
Okay.
I know you don't know English.
Okay.
Read these 2 words. Read.
But doesn't matter. The end. The grade is sahih. The grade is sahih. The grade. Get out of here. Just get out of here. I don't have time for kids.
Whether it's da'if or not, whether it's sahih,
it is
still
sahih.
practice.
Look what he is doing. Look at the hypocrisy. This is the grade is authentic. He's talking about different hadith. This is not even Abu Dawood. This is here. He's talking about that this is a comment. This is not even the hadith. So he's a hypocrite. He challenged me. He said this is not Islamic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I prove it to him in a second that this is Islamic and Muhammad is teaching them how to do it?
Yeah. And whether it's, I would just like to say to him, whether he believes it's, it's a weak hadith or not, it's still practice and it still affects.
But this is mean, Amina. This is not culture. That's false. See, he said it's culture. It's not. Muhammad, he is the one who commanded them, and he is teaching them how to do it.
Yeah, and I'm not. The reason why I brought it up is because it's something that does affect a lot of people, whether he believes it to be, whether that is his position is weak or not. I would like to say it affects so many people, and that's the reason why I asked, because it's one of those things that I have been told that it's not sunnah based on where you are geographically in the world. I have asked some of my friends who are from, parts of Asia, and they've said, they're devout Muslims. They say, oh, it's not a part of our culture. But past some of my friends from the same regions where I'm from, yes, it affects them. So I just want to know what it was, and if it was true or not, whether it was an Islamic thing or not, because I'd like to know, because I've been told that it's cultural from certain people, but I also don't.
Look what the Muslim they do. You show them the reference. It says the grade is authentic. He chose to say, look, it says obscure, but this is your book. And Christian Prince, you lied. You say this is culture. This is number one. This is not culture. This is the teaching of Muhammad. And for a hadith to be written, translated, published in many Islamic books, and you say to me it's obscure, then you Muslims are a bunch of corrupt people who accept false stories about your prophet. And then not only that, at the end they say it is authentic. So when I said to him it is da'if, he jumped, he was happy. I said it is authentic. No, look, it says obscure. But we know that this is a practice that never come from nowhere, And I can show you tons of website fatwas explaining why it's good, why it is nice, why it is if I read for you in Arabic what Muslim website they say, you will feel so disgusted how they treat the women. So the reason they don't want women to have their clitoris, because they don't want women to have a desire, only the man. The woman, she is there to serve the man. This is why Muhammad himself, when a woman, she came to him, and obviously she is not circumcised yet, she said that she saw a dream, and she obviously was masturbating, excuse me, and she said, the wife of Muhammad, she and the women, she have this charge. So the wife of Muhammad, and this is his wife, she said, and do women have this charge? Do women get this charge? The wife of Muhammad, she never had orgasm. Never. Have you ever heard of a woman, she is a growing woman, and she is telling her husband, Mr. Muhammad, hey, what are you talking about? Do women really have this charge? So why she never heard of it? Because simply they do circumcision for those women. So they have no desire, they have no feeling, they killed their feeling as a woman, as a female.
But did they do it before Muhammad's time or
Well,
after?
I have to say Muhammad is a pagan man with degrees, which mean everything in Islam is taken from somebody else. So as an example, cutting hands for the thief for an egg, it was pre-Islamic. Hajj, pre-Islamic. Blackstone, pre-Islamic. Safa Marwa, pre-Islamic. Zakat, pre-Islamic. Zakat actually is a word coming from the Hebrew, from the Bible. Name one thing, and even the circumcision is taken from the Jews, but the Jews, they do circumcision for the men. And the reason it was done, there's more than reason. Number one, they will be recognized, so if they kidnap, they knew them. It's like having a tattoo, but without a tattoo. In the same time, it's for a cleaning, because, old days, people, they cannot have shower as that easy, to wash that easy, so disease can happen, etc. So it was for hygiene more than it is about just religion. Muhammad, he copied, but yet he himself never did circumcision. Never.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can search everywhere. You will find that Muhammad never did. So he was trained. And when I asked Muslim Sheikh once about it, he said, oh, because he was old. I said, how old he was? Muhammad, when he died, was like 62, 63. According to Muhammad, Abraham, he did circumcision by cutting his penis by an adze. And he was 8 years old. So what old? Abraham was way older when he did it. and he was 80 years old, as you see here in Al-Bukhari.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
by the way, I did not kick you out because you can refute me, but you fail.
Yeah.
All what you join for is just to tell her not to talk to me. That's all. Correct, Amina?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, yeah, I guess so. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not really, you know,
I am the one. I
I
said,
have,
okay. I said, welcome. He can join us. Correct? Did I say that?
yeah,
But
you did.
obviously, he don't want you. Why you are asking him? You ask a sheikh. But who is a sheikh?
Yeah.
Who is a sheikh? He knew about Islam more than me. Bring him.
I'm the only reason why I ask you is because as much as maybe, you know, sometimes I watch some of your videos and I think, you know, like he's really harsh and, you know, likes to maybe, you know, argue with people, but I can see, I can have a look at some of the things that you talk about, and I see that some of it is true. Like, you know, I see that, you know, apostasy laws and stuff, and I know that it's true, and it might be sad, but it's still true. So I know that, okay, at the very least you won't lie. So that's the reason why I asked you. I'm not really interested in asking if, even if it was somebody that wasn't in my family or wasn't an imam, I would still ask them. Even if they told me the truth, I can take that as long as they told me the truth. That's just what I care about. That's just what I want to
You
know.
know, I mean, I'm here, and people, they are listening, and I show my screen. I don't even show myself, right? So it's very easy to go and search what this guy he showed us and check it out if he's lying or not. I mean, you can right away, you know, prove somebody to be lying or not. So, but my experience with Muslims, you see, you are the one who told me, I live with people around me. I see how decent. I say, where are
They
they?
are
Where are
so
they?
decent.
I don't see the decent Muslim around me. I
Well, I don't know where you live.
I'm not talking about you. I'm showing. I mean, there's exception always, but
Yes, of
I
course.
show them the reference. I show them the evidence. I show them the interpretation, and yet they argue and say it doesn't say that, CP. And this guy, he clearly said, "Oh, this is culture." He didn't say in the beginning. He did not say, "Oh, this is maybe a week." No. This is not Islamic. This is culture. And when I ask him, "Are you with or against it?" Let us say it's culture. He refused to answer. He said, "What is it for you?" So they are deceivers. I'm talking about those Muslim men. They don't want to share the truth because the truth will set them free. And those, they
Do
choose to be slaves of Allah.
you not think it's more so like, okay, I have watched some of your videos now for a few months, and I can say, okay, some of the things you say are true. Okay, most of the things, or majority of the things, like references you provide, are true. And it's very evident that you are very knowledgeable in what you do, which is good. But we want to defend the things that are like you have meaning to us, and we don't want to let those things go, and we don't want anyone to insult those things. I think
But
it's more so that than it
Amina,
is.
if you allow me, you said some or many of things I said is true. But can you tell me one thing I said is not true? Just one. I don't know for how long you are listening to me. Can you tell me one thing I said is not true? If you can find one thing I said is not true, you are a hero.
I mean, that would I can't remember, but I like, for example, I don't know if for example, I don't know if Muhammad couldn't have children. I think that's maybe he couldn't have children. That's why he wasn't able to conceive. But maybe he didn't have sex with his wives, so that's why, you know, that's why they didn't have children. You know,
He didn't have sex
because
with. So why he was marrying them? He was a monk.
I was told that Muhammad married those women because he wanted to provide them protection, and you know, they were
What
widows and
protection?
old, with
Aisha, she is
the
the
exception
daughter.
of Isaac.
Aisha, she is the daughter of Abu Bakr, and he is one of the big tribe. So what protection? Protection from who? Abu Bakr was protecting Muhammad, not the opposite, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't know why he married Aisha. Obviously, that's disturbing to anybody, right? now. That's obviously something that is a bit sensitive for us, and it's not something that we like to talk about because it's a bit weird for us now. Maybe it was okay back then. I don't know. I can't really. But it's disturbing for anybody in the current day and age that lives in a society where children are protected, such as England and the West, where children are
Okay,
protected.
Amina, listen. For sure, Muhammad, he have sex with his wife. And there's no question about that. Even Muhammad, the Quran says, as an example, what do you think about men having sex with their wives when they have their period?
That you're not allowed to do that.
You are not allowed to do that. Why?
No. Because that's what it says. I've been told. Well, I've read about it as well. So, yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Chapter 2, you are right. Chapter 2, verse number 222, it says that stay away from women when they have their period. But look how Muhammad, he changed his mind. So he said, نِسَاءُكُمْ حَرْثٌ لَكُمْ فَآتُوا حَرْثَكُمْ أَنَّ شِئْتُمْ. So Muhammad, he learned that the Jews, they say you should stay away from women when they have their period.
Yeah.
In the same chapter, the same verses, look at this. Muhammad, he changed his mind. The man who says to you, stay away from women, a day after he said, your wives are death for you, so dig your death as you wish. Now, did Muhammad have sex with his wives when they have their period?
I wouldn't have thought so, because obviously it says you can't. So,
what if he did?
Well, if he did, then maybe he must have had a revelation that said he can, or maybe he changed his mind.
But I thought it's bad. I thought it's bad. I mean, what's wrong with this God? So is it bad? Is it good? I mean, what is this? So if Allah, he says, stay away from them, it's bad. It's a hurt. So
oh yeah,
why he will do it? Let us see if Muhammad did it or not. Can you read it for us?
Yeah, I and the messenger of Allah used to lie in one cloth at night while I was menstruating. If anything from me smeared him, he washed the same place that was smeared, and did not wash beyond it. If anything from him smeared his cloth,
All right.
Or his,
So
yeah.
So here now they are sleeping together, right?
Yes.
Okay,
he
but
the
it
same
doesn't. But
place
it doesn't say that she is having sex yet.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let us see something else because we need to show you more. All right. Let us see what Muhammad he do with his wives. Let's read this one.
It didn't come up yet, but yeah, I think it's.
All right. The translation is false. It says yubashiruni. Yubashiruni is doing bashara, I mean he is doing sex, start sex. So
okay.
So he used to yubashiruni during my menstruation.
Right.
All right. And let us see another one.
Oh wow, okay.
Muhammad, he ordered his wife to put a sheet between her legs so he can fondle her. Let us see this one. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So did I prove that Muhammad, he is having sexual relationship with his wife during their menses?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough evidence to suggest that maybe he did.
So
Or
here,
that he,
but here
you know.
you see something called hypocrisy, because if I say to my people, stay away from women, it's a hurt, and then I go to my wife and I order her to put a sheet between her legs because she is bleeding, and I fondle my wife, what kind of a man I am? And this is Sahih Hadith.
Yeah,
We can
I'm
show
just
it.
wondering.
Uh-huh.
I'm just wondering, is it because he's like, you know, like a human being like the rest of us, so he just
Well,
sinned, so like,
isn't it Allah? He said His command to the human being. Shouldn't he follow? Is he a Muslim or not?
yeah, of
Yeah,
course, but maybe
the
he,
Muslim, they claim Muhammad is the best of us. Well, the best of you cannot hold his private part. I mean, he have many wives. Go to different wife. This woman, she have her
yeah,
period. You go to different one if you are so horny. I mean, this is animal thing, you know. So, what would happen to a man? I'm single. Am I going to die if I don't have sex tonight? What
I
will
hope
happen to
not.
me? So this is all, you know. We try to give excuses. All of them, they are false. What will happen to
Yeah,
him if he don't have sex with his wife for the coming 4 days? The guy, he have many wives. And if she have a period, go to the other woman. But let us say, for the sake of argument, he have only one woman. What will happen to him? He is a prophet of God. Can't he have patience until his wife, she is clean? Look how disgusting. In fact, she is bleeding. The blood is coming over her sheet. And now Muhammad, he have the desire to smell the blood and to enjoy it and to fondle her. How that is godly man.
yeah, that doesn't seem quite very godly.
So do you see why he said to you, why you are asking Christian Prince? Because Christian Prince is going to show you the truth. That the truth
Yeah,
is Muhammad is a false man. Yeah, this is not a behavior of a good man.
no,
Especially
it doesn't.
especially he's shown hypocrisy. He just made a verse saying, stay away from women when they have their period. And as you see, this is al-Bukhari. Look how many times repeated. 299, 300, 3101. Many hadith in al-Bukhari. All of them reporting the same story.
Did Muhammad really have sex slaves though? Because it doesn't mention that in the Quran. So
Absolutely.
like,
No, it's mentioned in the Quran. What are you talking about? You know, it says in the Quran, it's made lawful for you, your wives and your slaves.
I don't remember reading that, and I've read the Quran in English.
No problem. You are talking to Christian Prince.
It took me a while to understand what right hand possesses means, to be honest. So
All right.
like,
Chapter 33, verse number 50, is about what is lawful for your prophet to have sex with. Do you see it says, and whom your captive slave, whom you are right hand possess,
yeah,
whom Allah given to you? So all those women are lawful for Muhammad to have sex with. Nobody left actually in the town.
but does
Everyone.
it mean, does that just because it's lawful for him, does it mean that he actually had them, or he just
No,
he could have?
there is tons of evidence. Muhammad, he have a slave, her name, as an example. If you go to chapter of At-Tahrim, and you read verse number 1, you will see it says there that Muhammad, he forbid himself from something. The verse doesn't say. But in fact, it was about his wives. They found him having sex with one of his slaves. Her name is Mary the Copt. She was given to him as a gift from Egypt. So he told his wife to go and visit her father. When she went there, she asked her father if he needed her. He said no. So the woman, she gets suspicious. So went back home right away, and she found Muhammad in the top of the slave. So Muhammad, he swear by Allah, I will never do it again. And then Muhammad, after he missed this woman, she is blonde, she is very beautiful according to the Muslim interpretation, translation, and explanation. So he could not, keep the promise. So he told them, Allah told me, why you prophet ban yourself from what Allah made lawful for you? However, in the Quran, nowhere it was made lawful for Muhammad to have sex from a slave which is not captured. The Quran speak about capture slave, not just a slave. Muhammad was having sex with just a slave. This woman, she was not captured. She was given to him as a gift. You can read the interpretation about it and you will see what happened. It was about
Yeah.
Mary the Copt.
I think I will, because I've read some other hadiths as well recently. So yeah. Okay.
So what do you think, about your prophet now?
Well, I don't think he was perfect per se. I think it's kind of hard to say that. If I'm being completely honest, it's hard to say that he is perfect. It's hard to say that it's an example that I would like to follow, or that I would like my future family to follow, or my current one. But like the some of the things, not all of it, just some of the things, like the lying, or I don't think anyone will have a sex slave in this day and age. It's very, you can't do that.
But Amina, look, everything about this man is wrong. I mean, name
Yeah.
one thing. Name one thing. You said, yeah, thank you. Everything about him is wrong. So why you want to see yourself a
I
Muslim?
was like, yeah, I can't. On top of my head right now, everything that I know about him, all I know that he was the perfect example for mankind, and he was obviously the seal of the prophets.
But is he? Is he?
And
Was it a true or a lie? What perfect example for mankind?
Well, I don't think he is. If I'm being completely honest, I don't. I'm starting to doubt, and some of my doubts have been confirmed, especially with the female circumcision bit, just because I know that there are so many people in my parts of the world, and so many other parts of the world do suffer from that, and I think it's such a heinous thing to do to somebody, especially a woman, any human really, but as a woman myself, I can only identify with those people because I don't know what men feel like. So I would say that I know about Aisha. I've known about Aisha for a very long time. It's not something I would, if I had a daughter, or I wouldn't give her up for marriage to anybody, let alone somebody who's in their 50s. So I can only say that he isn't perfect.
But
And
this,
I
but,
don't
but this is
know.
not about perfect. You just said he is not an example to follow.
No, no.
No what?
No, I don't think he is an example.
Exactly. So he cannot be a prophet because
I don't know about back then. Maybe it was worse back then, so maybe they needed someone like him.
Amina,
But I don't think.
do you think that today we don't have people are way better than Muhammad? Are you saying? I mean, this guy is is doomed. Everything wrong about. He went to his own son wife when the husband is not there, and he flirted with her.
Yeah.
So what kind of? I mean, what do you think? What do you think? And be honest with me. If your father-in-law come to your house and he flirt when your husband is not home, what do you think about the father-in-law? What kind of man he is?
Yeah, quite perverted.
What if it's about he is even a friend of your husband? I mean, what kind of a man he would do that? You see, people who do that is people who have zero honor. Because I honor my friendship, I honor the house, I honor the man I know. Shame on me to go to the house of him when he is not there, and then I flirt with the women, and then I make a verse saying, God told me that this woman is mine. Especially after he announced that this man is my son. From now, he said, Muhammad, Zayd, the son of Muhammad, and Muhammad is the father of Zayd. He is from me, and I am from him, Muhammad said. How after that, he go and flirt with the wife when the husband is not there.
Yeah, that's really quite bad.
So Muhammad is not about being perfect. Nobody is perfect, Only God is perfect. There's nobody is perfect. You know, we're
Yeah.
not talking about perfection because perfection only, you know, I mean, all of us, we are sinners. So,
Mhm.
but to speak about Muhammad, the Muslim, they worship Muhammad. They made him above everything. He is the most amazing. They are talking about him, how white he is, how white his cheek, how white his underarm, how good he is in bed. I mean, but the qualification of the Prophet in Islam is very weird.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, those things that you just said do sound quite like interestingly odd, and it's not really necessarily the things that I think we need in a person to follow. Like, I don't care about
Which one is
whiteness
more
or,
important, sex or prayer?
well, I would think prayer is more important.
Which one?
Prayer, obviously.
Well, isn't it your prophet? He says intercourse with a wife is better than 70 prayer.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Well, sounds like I don't know. I don't know.
Let
I
us
mean, I've
see.
had my doubt. I've been having my doubts. I
Let me
just
show you how Islamic website. I see when I was a kid, we don't have internet. You know, at that time there's no internet. So I read and I learn and I go to the library. I spend my day. It took me actually some time. Like there's a big library. There's many library, but there's one of them was the biggest, and you have all the books you can imagine. So I used to almost walk like 45 minutes, and I was a kid in the heat in the sun, because I cannot even tell my parents I want to go there because I mean, nobody will take me that far, and nobody will drop me there. And so I go walk all the way, and then I enter the library and I walk with someone as an adult, because this adult section doesn't mean it's porn. It's just for people who they are old. You know, there's a section for kids. There's Mickey Mouse magazines. You know, tan images, pictures. But I don't like those books. I go with the adult. So I go. I wait for somebody when I enter from the door. I walk next to him, act like I am his son, so the guard, he will think I'm coming with him. I go, and then I read any book I find on the table. And each time I read an Islamic books, I mean, I cannot believe how stupid this cult is. Do you see my screen?
yeah.
Watch now. Watch him run now. Watch him run from me because he's a liar.
Okay, this is ultimate fraud. This guy, he don't believe in hadith, he don't believe in tafsir, he don't believe in anything. He's God by himself, he's a prophet. So read with me. And by the way, I run from you. Yeah, the guy, he keeps saying the F word to me every time he called me.
Well,
And he said to my mother too. Very filthy, very trashy. So if we translate this page, and this is Islam question and answer. I don't know why it's not working. Let's try again. Translate. I know why it's not working. Let's see again. All right, let's try here. Click in the middle. It's not working. Let me highlight. I will highlight and do. Look, I will highlight and do translation like step by step. Can you see on the screen? It says,
yes.
Is
it's a bit
intercourse
small,
with
but
one's
yes.
wife equivalent to 70 voluntary prayers?
what?
Is intercourse
that's-
with one's wife equivalent to 70 voluntary prayers?
The answer, yes. Like, I mean, what kind of religion this religion is? If you have sex with your wife, it's better than 70 voluntarily prayer? Why?
Maybe they're just trying to highlight how important sex is, with your wife, that it's good to have intimacy.
I mean, do I need to highlight? I mean, the man already is horny. He have 4 wives. So why I need to how I made the prayer equal one intercourse with the women. Allah is saying, one more, 70.
Yeah, I mean,
What kind of religion this religion is? So, I mean, this is a prophet of God. This is a sex maniac. So
Well, is that a authentic
well,
document though?
look, it says here. Let me read for you. You can see it here. Look what it says.
According to
According to Sahih Muslim, the man and his wife will be rewarded for intercourse. Is it true that the reward is equivalent to the reward for 70 voluntary prayers?
okay, yeah, I've heard about this one actually.
I'm just
Yeah.
reading, there. So, and then they explain that if a man he have sex with his wife, he is rewarded by Allah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how? I mean, okay, well, man will have sex anyway. That's why he married the women. I mean,
Yeah.
why a man will marry a woman if he have no intention to sleep with her? Like what? I mean, just to cook?
Maybe it's just to avoid the zina, like the whole idea of
No,
having a
no. You
wife.
see, first of all, who said that adultery in Islam is forbidden? Where do you get this from?
Well, I've been told that it's, obviously
All right.
not allowed. And
All right.
also I read a hadith the other day that was saying that if a married man and a married woman have sex and are caught, they have to be stoned to death. So obviously
Well,
it's
this is cannot be found in the Quran, but let me show you that in Islam fornication is allowed. But what Islam did, changed the name of the fornication. We just showed you, like it says you can have sex with your slave, right? But not only that, even if they are married, but not only that. In Islam, it's forbidden for you to have sex with your daughter and your wife.
I hope so.
Okay. However, if you go and read the interpretation, it says in chapter 25, verse number 52, that if the daughter or the sister or the mother, a daughter from adultery, she is not forbidden for you.
Really?
Let us see. Let me show you a reference so nobody will say I'm making things up. حرمت عليكم أمهاتكم. All right, this is Al-Qurtubi. And we can show it in other, actually, not necessarily Al-Qurtubi. We can show it in other interpretation. But we will start with Al-Qurtubi here.
I think it's still loading. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just posting the link. I will post the link for you in case you want to save it, and you can use Google Translation from your side. In case
Okay.
maybe Christian Prince is lying.
Maybe.
It doesn't say that, CP. So chapter 25, verse number 54. And this is the interpretation of Al-Qurtubi, and this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Sorry, of Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
If we go down here, it says, okay. Let us see where we need to start reading. Let me be sure this is the exact link we want. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's fine. Take your time.
All right.
Yep.
ندخل تحت قوله I'm just trying to find the part where it mentioned that. Okay.
Have you ever seen anybody be executed in Islam for in your where you were from in the Middle East for leaving Islam? Have you ever seen that? Because I know that.
I did not witness by eye, but I know many people who get killed. I have one of my admins was killed from Saudi Arabia.
For leaving Islam?
Yeah, he was an admin in my chat room, and then later they found out his name, his address, and he was executed. He used to be called
like as in lawfully, like the government killed him or his family?
Yes, no, the government. Yeah, his name, you can search his name, Saudi Christian. This is the name he used.
It's quite disturbing.
Yeah, actually, they brought him to the chat room. They opened a big chat room, and they brought him to condemn everything he said. And you can tell, I mean, God knows what they did to him. And then he was executed. Because you cannot repent for insulting Muhammad, but he can repent for insulting Allah. And he insulted Muhammad a lot of time. Here, let us see. This is, let me post the link here for you. This is the correct link. And I will use Google Translation. You remind me of this good man. Yeah, well, he is a martyr for the Lord. Here it says,
yeah.
وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَسَبًا وَصَهْرًا. And this is the verse, and this is the interpretation. And I will use the translator. Google Translation.
Okay.
Ibn al-Arabi said, lineage means the mixing of water between male and female according to Islamic law. If it is due to sin, it is an absolute creation and not a confirmed lineage, and therefore it is not included under his saying, your mothers and your daughters have forbidden to you his daughter due to adultery. Because she is not his daughter, according to the more correct of the two opinions according to our scholars and the more correct of the two opinions in religion. If there is no lineage according to Islamic law, then there is no marriage according to Islamic law. Then adultery is not forbidden between a mother's daughter or a mother's daughter, and what is forbidden from what is permissible is not forbidden from what is forbidden. Because God has been gracious to his servants through lineage and marriage, and has raised their status, and has imposed the rulings regarding permissibility and prohibition on them, so that falsehood does not attach to them or equal to them.
So it's not forbidden to have sex with the mother and the daughter, because according to Islam, she is not your daughter, because she is a daughter from adultery. Did you get the point?
Yeah,
So a Muslim man, he can have sex with his daughter as long as she is not a daughter from marriage. Not only that, if you read underneath here, it says, and the scholars, they disagree about a man having sex with his daughter from adultery or his sister or the daughter of his son. Some, they forbid it, and this is the statement of Abu Hanifa and his friends, and some, they allow it. And this is the statement of Abdul Malik ibn al-Majshun, and this is the statement of Ash-Shafi'i, etc. So here you notice, imagine that the Muslims, they are like, can we have sex with our daughter and our sister and the daughter of my brother if she is a daughter from adultery? Can we?
The jurists differed as to whether a man should marry his daughter from adultery, or his sister, or his son's daughter from adultery. Some people forbade that, including Ibn al-Qasim, and this is the opinion of Abu Hanifa and his companions, and others permitted it, including Abd al-Malik ibn al-Majin.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
This is Islam.
Oh.
Do we need even to think about it, that if we can have sex with our daughter? So now if a Muslim have sex with a woman, she gave birth to a daughter, he can have sex with a daughter.
That's yeah, well, that's
So what do you think, Amina? You want to stay as a Muslim?
I don't, if being a Muslim means I condone or support some of the things we discussed today, then that's not the Islam that I want to follow. That's not the Islam that I think is good for society.
Exactly. So you are out of Islam. We are happy for you, Amina.
Well, I think I just need to process what we discussed today, because it's a lot, and I believe it to be true, because obviously if I didn't believe you to be truthful, I wouldn't have wanted to speak with you.
But I never show you anything without what in the screen, right?
No. I you haven't, and that's why I said I wanted to speak with you, because I don't believe you've ever shown us anything that is false, because we can verify it ourselves. But it's just, I want to know the truth. I don't really care about certain things. I just want to know the truth. As long as I know the truth, then I am I'm okay. I don't care what the truth is. I just want to know. Okay, I can see Muhammad married a 6-year-old girl, got engaged to her. Didn't marry her. Married her at 9 years old. That's okay.
No. That's not true. He married her at the age of 5, actually, not 6. 6 in the Islamic calendar is 5 in our calendar. This is number 1. Number 2, she was sent to his house when she was 6, not when she was 9. In fact, the mother of Aisha, she had to force Aisha to eat a cucumber and date so she can get fatter, so she can be sent to Muhammad, because she is so small. If we go in the hadith here, you will see the following. Let me find you the hadith. Here we go. And this is Sahih. Can you read it?
Yeah. You want me to read it out loud?
Yeah.
My mother was trying to fatten me up when she wanted to send me to the Messenger of Allah. When she got married, but nothing worked until I ate cucumbers with dates. Then I grew plum, like the beast kind of plum. Oh, the best kind of plum. Sorry, I've got my contacts, not my glasses on today. The best kind of plum. The best kind of plum.
So, is she? I mean, are we talking about a chicken? Are we talking about a sheep to be sent to the butcher? So what was the problem? To send her to Muhammad. Her body is so small. Correct?
I don't know how you can have sex with a small child.
Well, no, there is, but you never heard of pedophiles? There's pedophile everywhere, even we as a Christian, we witness there's some priests, they are like Muhammad, and they will go to jail, and mostly they will be killed there. So there is pervert people. Pervert. They use religion to, to take advantage of people, and Muhammad is one of them.
But if he was a pedophile, it would have meant that he would have married other children too, but he didn't. He only married one child.
What we know is what Muslim they wrote for us, and what we know that Muhammad obviously is a pedophile, isn't it? Him, he says to Fatima, if she grow up, when she grow up, I will marry her. Grow up what? She will become 5. What about the story? What the story of Jabir? Jabir, he got married from a woman.
Yeah.
And Muhammad, he told him, hey Jabir, why you are in a rush to go home? Yeah, he said, well, I'm newly married. And obviously the guy is happy. He is not complaining. He did not say anything. So Muhammad, he said to him, why you marry a widow? Why you do that? Why you don't marry a child so she can sport with you and you can sport with her? So
I've heard about this one, but it was presented to us in a positive light. I believe it was Sheikh Suleiman that was talking about it, but he had a positive spin on it, and he said, the Prophet said it's okay to marry a widow, but it's better for you to marry somebody who's young so you can grow up and play together. That's what it was spin
okay,
as.
hold on. The guy, first of all, is already married. He's not complaining. Muhammad saying to him, why you don't marry a child so she can play with you? What is the reason? To play. You play with her and she play with you. You see, the man here, he is not complaining. He did not say, Muhammad, I marry a woman, she is. No. So Abdullah died and he left behind him 9 or 7 daughters. I married a woman whom had previously married. Allah Messenger said to me, Jabir, have you married? I said, yes. He said, a virgin or a previously married? He said, previously married. Whereupon he says, why you don't marry a child, not a young girl, so that you could sport with her and she could sport with you? So what is the reason for this advice? Sport. And you could amuse with her and she could amuse with you. Pedophile. This is what the pedophile think about. Pedophile, they are amused with the children's. And because it's easy to amuse the children, you give them candies, they like it. They cry, they stop crying. Give them some cake, candy, Barbie, you know. I said to him, and now he's saying to him why he did not marry a child. He said, Abdullah, he fell martyr in Uhud, and he left 9 or 7 daughters behind him. Therefore, I did not approve the idea that I should bring a girl like them. Do you see it?
Yeah.
But I preferred a woman who should look after them. So what Muhammad is asking the man to do? To marry a girl like them. Who are they, those them? The orphans. But the man is more wise than Muhammad. He is not pervert. So he said, I prefer to bring a woman to look after them.
Can I ask you something, CP?
Go ahead.
If I believe, okay, I'm not doubting what we've discussed today. It's just a lot to process. But if this is all true, and then why there's so many Muslims, you know? Like,
because most of Muslims are ignorant. Most of Muslims are ignorant. They don't know what we're talking about. I mean, the guy, he was here. You heard him? He said, you know, why you are asking this culture? You know, they don't know. You know, they don't know their head from their feet. So this guy, he is so upset because you are talking to me. He hate me, but he don't want to listen and see if I'm saying the truth or not. And you know, the other thing is, anything you show Muslim right away, they say da'if. So Islam is da'if. That is other reason to believe Islam is false. They keep saying to us, Islam preserved. Islam preserved, the word of Allah preserved, but the word of Allah is the word of Muhammad too. Because Muslims, they receive the word of Muhammad, by that they receive the word of Allah, not the opposite. Allah never spoke to them. So if Islam is full of da'if, what so-called corrupt hadith, then how they keep lying to everybody saying Islam is a preserved, Quran is a preserved? That you are not, because Quran itself is a hadith. What I notice about Muslims, that the majority of them, they don't know, and the one who knew, he gets scared to say I know. Who dare? Who dare to say I notice Muhammad is a pimp, I notice Muhammad is a fraud, I notice Muhammad is a child molester? You yourself, you can't say what you are saying because you don't live in Saudi Arabia. Or you live in Iraq. If you live in Iraq, you will be dead in 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And
lot of
Islam is
people.
peace. Remember, Islam is a peaceful religion.
Well, yeah, that's what we say. Islam is peace. Although I do understand that it does mean submission. And I didn't grow up with the idea that Islam was peace until I came to the UK. So, I don't know. So I don't know. Thanks for helping and answering some of the questions.
Well, I'm happy that you agree with me that Muhammad obviously is a fraud. And I invite you in front of everybody to accept the Lord, the Messiah. When we speak about perfection, you look at the Messiah, not at me, not at someone
Yeah,
like Muhammad.
I've been reading a lot about Christianity, and my doubts, and my questions arose from the fact that this is maybe presumptuous to say, and maybe a bit too forward to say, but I had a dream, and that's what sparked my questioning. Aside from that, I don't think I would have ever moved from the position where I was. I think I would have lived my entire life not questioning anything. So, like, it sparked me to read, but then I've been conflicted. So, like, personally, it's easier for me to stay as a Muslim because my whole community is Muslim. And, so, like, I won't have to change anything. I won't, you know. So for me, that's what I have read, like the Old Testament and parts of the New Testament, and from what I see, it's lovely is an understatement. Profound is probably the closest thing that I could say. It's certainly different to the Quran in terms of the way it reads. It's certainly the messagings are aside from the Old Testament, the New Testament is very, very beautiful, if I can use that word, to say, like, it has some really lovely messagings, and that I think, oh wow, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who wrote this, but there's some truth in it. There's some harsh truth too. But I've accepted the Quran for so long, and that I've chosen to live my life like that for so long. It's hard for me to make a detour and declare something that is other than what I was brought up into. And I get the message of Christ. I get it. It hits me quite deeply. Maybe that's why I feel the need to ask questions from people outside of my faith and outside of my community, because I need to hear a different voice.
Well, Amina, you heard the voice of Jesus then, if you saw a dream, not my voice. So
No.
wouldn't you answer Christ if he called you in a dream? What are you waiting for? I mean, now you know Muhammad is false. Now you are convinced he is not the one to follow. Now we have all the proofs we needed to know. And you agree that the Messiah is amazing. And even the Old Testament, by the way, you see, the Old Testament is a book of history, not only a book of God. And because you are reading about history, and history of man is ugly. It's not the history of God is ugly. The history of the man is ugly. So the Old Testament is a book of history of the man with God. And history always ugly. But it's not the Old Testament, it's ugly. It is the man. The man who did all kind of sin, all kind of filth. So God never changed. God is always beautiful. Man is always bad. And if we are not bad and we need the good God to save us, then why even the Messiah will come to us? This is why we call him the Savior. Because we need to be saved, not because we are saved. If we are saved, he will not come. There's no need. And God will not send a prophet. He will not send books. We will not teach. We will not do anything. We are saved. But this is not the scenario. We are people who commit sin, and we should not follow a bad person like Muhammad, for that will make us more deep in sin. Muhammad justified killing just for his agenda. Muhammad justified rape, child molestation, pedophile, lying, fornication. He gave a different name. So now fornication become muta, prostitution become muta. But we know that you pay a woman money to have sex with her. This cannot be called marriage. He just gave different name for the same crime Satan he wanted us to do, in order to manipulate the truth and make the evil look good and the good look evil. When Muhammad complained, they said to him, shall we do what the same as the Christian do? They don't get married like the monk. He said, no, my religion is the religion of effing. This is what Muhammad is, sunnatin nikah. You know, the Muslim, I don't know if you heard the Muslim arguing that Christian prince is lying, because a Christian prince, he said the word nikah mean to if. Do you think I'm lying when I say that?
I am skeptical about that because I've heard you say it, but I find that hard to believe more than I don't believe you. I think it's just not that I'm saying you're lying, and it's not because I'm afraid of insulting you. It's just more so I find that hard to believe that that's what nikah means, because it's meant to be so beautiful. You know, when your friend gets her nikah done, it's like, oh, that's so amazing, my best friend. Or
my sister,
you know,
if you use a male name, go to chat room and say, hey guys, I want to do nikah, they will bounce you right away. If the word nikah, you know, once I have a guy, he argued with me. He said, you are lying. He don't speak Arabic. So I said, okay, go to the Arabic section in Paltalk. Type in the chat, Assalamu alaikum, I'm here to do nikah. If the word nikah means marriage, they should not be angry. Correct?
yeah.
I want to get married. Nobody should get angry. So what? You want to get married? He didn't say anything wrong. Right away, they start saying the F word to him. You know, I mean, they bounce him. I mean, he came to me. He says, you are right. You know, I mean, I don't know that. This is the word. Let me show you. Your prophet, he said, when your wife, let us see here. Do you know how the word nikah written in Arabic?
No, I don't know how to write Arabic, but I do know
Well,
how
this
to
is
write
the
it.
word. This is the word nikah. Here we go. I will highlight it for you on the screen. You see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Here it says, this is the Muslim translation. The Jews used not to eat with women during her menstruation period. The Jews, they stay away from their women when they have menstruation, so they will not bother them. He said, do everything with them except nikah. What the translation for nikah here?
Sexual intercourse.
Exactly. So how nikah is getting married, and here it is sexual intercourse. You see? Here it says if'alu. Huh?
Yeah.
If you read here,
Could it have like a dual meaning? You know, like one word could mean different things?
it could, but nikah always mean physical intercourse, not marriage. The word marriage, you see, nikah, as all Arabic words have many meaning, but always have one meaning. It is two things getting inside each other. So they say, tanakahatul ashjar, but the trees doing nikah. But does that mean they are doing sex? No. The branches of the trees, like there's two trees next to each other, and the wind is shaking them, so there's nikah. A branch from this tree is going through other branches in that tree. That is nikah. So yes, the word nikah have many meaning, but the word nikah, when you use it for a female, you know, it is about having intercourse. This is why Muhammad says, do everything except nikah. So if nikah mean this, I mean, okay, so if nikah, it's possible, let us say for the sake of argument, nikah used as two meaning, marriage and intercourse. But in Arabic, we have the word marriage. Why want to use nikah? As long we know it means intercourse, why I want to use, imagine I go to a man, I say to him, I want to do nikah to your daughter. Nobody will use it. They say, oh, أريد أن أتزوج. I want to marry. Nobody used the word nikah because nikah is a filthy word. You know?
Right. That's quite interesting.
As an example, you know, when there's a verse in the Quran, if a Muslim woman, she divorced her husband, divorced her 3 times,
Yeah.
what she should do?
Yeah, she needs to, you know, get married to another person. I've seen it happen.
All right. So imagine now, we have a woman, she got divorced, and now this woman, she can't get back to her husband unless she do nikah to the husband. He's husband, but what she need to do? Nikah. So look what the Quran says. If he divorce her, she will not be lawful for him until she do tankah zawjan, until she do nikah to the new husband. Not marry his husband now, his husband, you know? Like if the word nikah mean marriage, so we do not need to say the word zawj. Zawj mean husband. So tankah is the verb of saying doing it, intercourse, to a new husband. To prove this, as usual, we don't say things without proof. If you go in the hadith right now, you can do that yourself. You can go to sahih-sunnah.com and type the word in English, greener. Greener. It's about a woman, her husband did beat her.
Oh, yeah.
Why he did beat her? This woman, she was divorced by her husband. She said to herself, okay, the Prophet, he said, I cannot go back to my husband unless I marry a new husband. So she did marry a new husband, but she didn't want to sleep with him. So the man, he did beat her. What Muhammad, he said to her, you should know that you cannot go back to your previous husband unless you do nikah until he tastes your orgasm. You see the translation, you know, it is, you know, it's not lawful for you. Then you know that it's not unlawful for you to remarry Rifa unless you, Abdul Rahman, had sexual intercourse with you. What is the word here? Nikah. حتى تنكح زوجا غيره, until she do boom boom with a new husband. So this woman, she thought she will marry the guy, she will make him hate her, he will, you know, he get, you know, get upset, he divorce her, but he's not doing that. He's beating her, and he want to force her to bed. She came to Muhammad asking him to be lawful. Look, he did beat me. He made my skin greener. Aisha, she said. Muhammad, he said to her, oh, you know what? You have the right to beat you because you cannot get back. If this is what your intention is, you cannot get back unless this guy do boom boom to you. And here you ask yourself, what kind of religion? Forcing a woman. Here the woman, she is not, it's not her fault. It's not her who divorced the husband 3 times, correct?
No.
What about we say to the husband, you know what? You cannot go back to your previous wife unless a man do boom boom to you. So he will behave. So now what we do, we force the poor woman to go and sleep with a stranger. And obviously this guy is way older. She thought he is old, he will not be able to do it. So she married him, hoping he would divorce her maybe 2 days after, and then she can go back to her. I'm sure she don't care for the husband, she care for the babies, she have children. So she want to go back to husband. And look, demonic, satanic rules. You cannot get back unless you sleep with this guy.
Yeah, the thing is, I've seen this happen too, like, you know, it's quite weird.
Yeah, and the Muslim they practice that in England, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Is that an honorable thing? Is that how we honor religion and God? Isn't it, this is nothing but a fornication? What is this? What marriage in Islam? There's no marriage. It's a sex contract. He fire you. He hire you. He fire you by a text message. Come here. Go there. Muhammad said, if a woman, she refused to share the bed with her husband, the angels and Allah will curse her all night.
Yeah.
What if the man, he refused to share the bed with his wife? Nobody curse him. Yeah, as an example, if you go in the Quran, you know, the chapter 4 speaking about beating women, chapter 4 verse number 34,
I
and
saw that one.
the word there is the reason to beat them is nushud.
Nashuba?
So what is the reason to beat them? Nushudahun. What is nushudahun? If you feel they are not too much obedience, they are not toys, sex toys, you say to her, make a tea, she don't go right away to the kitchen to do it. But look, the hypocrite Muhammad, if the man he did this, do you see my screen?
Yeah, I do.
It is exactly the same word. Muhammad, he did nushuz with his wife, Sauda. And this verse about him and his wife. Look here how the rule change. If a woman she fear that her husband he have nushuz, what do? Fix between them, you know, fix between them. And then how they fix? Aisha, she made agreement with Sauda. She told her, if you give me your day, I will ask the Prophet not to divorce you. And you can stay in your house and eat the food you eat every day. Look at the demon. So now, if the women she do nushuz, we beat them. If Muhammad do nushuz, we force the wife to come to an agreement to satisfy Aisha needs, to sleep with him more.
Oh, Aisha.
Aisha, she is not interested, by the way, in sleeping with Muhammad. She is interested to receive more gifts. You know, Muhammad, when Aisha, because she is controlling Muhammad, even though she is a kid, but obviously she is evil. So the daughter, the wives of Muhammad, they ask Muhammad to be fair. Why? Because simply all the gifts, they come to Aisha house only. No gift can come to the houses of the wives. So the wives of Muhammad, they ask Muhammad to be fair. Be fair and let us all receive gifts. Aisha, she forbade any family, any Arab person, any Muslim to give gifts unless Muhammad is in her house. This is why she is asking for a day of Sauda exchange, and she said, if you let him, if I convince the Prophet to let you stay as his wife, Sauda she become old. According to the hadith, she become fat and slow. The Prophet, he don't like to sleep with her because she don't look good no more. And now she heard the news that he is going to divorce her. So Aisha, she told her, listen, and this verse came in the Quran about that. Imagine, God, he involved with the women, she is gaining weight. This is how important Muhammad is to Allah. He go to his office and he decide to say, okay, you know what, there's an agreement, a new agreement. About what? About Muhammad. You can, by the way, you can open any Islamic interpretation and you will see this is about Sauda, the wife of Muhammad, who becomes so old. And this is what this verse is about. So Muhammad was not fair. Muhammad was an evil man. Why Muhammad want to divorce a woman? You said to me, maybe the Prophet was marrying a woman because he want to protect them. Okay, this woman now is old. She spent many years with him, and now he want to dump her.
That's quite sad.
And Aisha, she convinced her, you know, listen, if you want, instead of him divorcing you, I can tell the Prophet that you decide to give me your day, and I will convince him to keep you. And that's what happened. So imagine what kind of a prophet he is.
Yeah, it's definitely destroyed some of my worldviews about. I mean, like I said, I've watched some of your videos over time, and You know, there's some truth. There's a lot of truth, I should say. But yeah, this conversation has I guess confirmed some of my doubts that I've had, and answered some of the questions that I've had. It's saddening to see because it's something that I put my life into, and I've tried to live up to it, but it's yeah, it's a little bit sad.
Do you see the reference I'm showing you on the screen? This is the tafsir. I will pause the tafsir for you, Ibn Kathir. And I think Ibn Kathir you can find in English. As you see,
Yeah.
Muhammad, the evil man, he wanna throw a woman, she is old, in the street. And the evil Aisha, she convinced him, and she forced her to say that if she
For this
wanna give her
reason,
day.
when Sa'd bin Zama grew up, the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, decided to separate from her, so she made an agreement with him that he would keep her and leave her day to Aisha, but he accepted that from her and kept her in that position. The narration stated that, Abu Dawud al-Tayalisi said, Sulaiman bin Mu'ad told us, on the authority of Samik bin Harb, on the authority of Ikrimah, on the authority of Ibn Abbas, who said, Sa'da was afraid that the messenger of God, may God bless him and grant him peace, would divorce her, so she said, O messenger of God, do not divorce me and make my day for Aisha. So he did.
See?
Yeah.
Is that how a man, he take care of his wife? She spent many years with him, serving him. Now she is old. You see the translation here says, Sauda grow up. This is not what really, it says getting old. Sauda, she got old, you know. So now, Muhammad, he have no intention. I mean, why I want to sleep with a woman? She is old. And he have all those young women around, you know. He accepted her as a wife when he was not yet in charge. He was not a king. He was not the prophet who have an army. He was just, you know, a guy. He needed women for now. So they told him, okay, take Sauda. He took Sauda. And then right away he took Aisha. And then things start changing. You know? Yeah. This is an evil man. This is an evil man, you know. And what kind of God? He make a verse about this. What is this? You know, what kind of God? This is not about God, you know. You see, Aisha, she said.
But wouldn't you? Can I just say, like, wouldn't you say the same for, you know, Prophet Abraham, like referred to as Abraham in the Bible when he slept with his servant Hagar?
He married her. He married her, and it's not God who told him. Same time, Abraham, he did not marry because he is pervert. But he gave up his wife. She is so old. He is so old, and he don't have children. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, I'm not giving excuse to Abraham, but you know, the guy, he live in the desert in the middle of nowhere, and he have nobody. You know. So I'm getting old. My wife is getting old, and who in the world would have believed that a woman in her age is going to have kids? It's impossible. So he decide to marry the slave. But he did not marry the slave for sex purpose. It was not his intention. His wife, he spent his life with his wife. Yet his wife, she did not give it children. And now he is very, very old. So what I will do? And he, you know, I mean, men, they knew already that women in certain age, that's it. They have no period. They cannot have babies. It's not a secret. So what I will do? So Abraham, he did not get permission from God. You see, if I do something in the Old Testament or in the New Testament, as an example, the daughter of Lot, the Muslim, they say to you, do you know that the daughter of Lot in the Old Testament, they have sex with their parents, with their father?
Yeah.
But this is a story reporting what they did, not approving what they do. They don't have men. There's no men around, and those women. Who is going to protect us? Who is going to be? I'm not justifying what they did. We are just telling what happened. You can read the verses. The Muslim, they say, look, look, the Bible discussed it. Ahmad did that. You know, Lot, Prophet Lot, his wife, she But if you go in the Quran, just to show you the hypocrisy, we showed you first that you can have sex with your daughter if she is a daughter from adultery, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but if you go in the Quran, we will find that according to the Quran, the wives of Lut and the wife of Noah, she was a whore.
What?
She was sleeping around. Yeah. They cheated in their husbands.
I thought they got destroyed because she looked back.
Well, they can say whatever they want, but the Quran is saying something so clear. The word khan, if I look back, this is not cheating. It says here, they betray. In Arabic, khan is not only betray, we know what betray is like in a wife, she's a cheating.
Yeah.
So we have Lot and Noah and their wives, they cheat on them. They betray their husbands.
Yeah, I see.
The Muslim, they say between two brackets, husbands, they cheat their husband by rejecting their doctrine. And here you find the story is very funny. If Noah, wife, she refused the doctrine of Noah, where Muhammad he got this story from, and where the story of Lut, his wife, she betrayed him, there's no source. This is what it says. That's all. There's no details. There's nothing. You know, they just betray them. The Quran says in different verse that bad women, filthy women, cheater women, or cheater men. You will see, and this will prove that Muhammad again is a fraud. If I say that bad women will marry bad men and bad men will marry bad women, so how the wives of the two prophets, because those two prophets in Islam, right? Here the story, the Quran confirmed destiny. Allah, he made destiny that bad women, look at the first translation by the statement. Women became a statement. A translation of who? Yari Khan, let's change it. Unbelievable. Women, they became a statement, guys. I mean, this is really madness. You know, this is why if you don't know Arabic, they can fool you. Look, I just changed the translator. Who is this guy now? Muhammad Arbari. Hilali Khan, he made the women statement.
Wow.
This guy corrupt women for corrupt men for corrupt women, good women for good men, and good men for good women. And this is the destiny of Allah. Okay, so the destiny of Allah is bad women will marry bad women. Okay, let's go to the other verse in the Quran. So how Lut is a prophet and Noah is a prophet and their wives are bad?
They're good men. Okay.
Yeah, and who is in the world going to believe that corrupt women, they marry only corrupt men? How many good men, their wives are bad? And on the opposite, how many good women, their husband is a cheater like Muhammad? So this is a false statement. Again, Muhammad, he failed.
Yeah.
So Sister Amina, do you accept the Messiah as your savior?
From what I've read, comparing the two kind of texts, the Quran and, you know, like Muhammad and Jesus, if I was given the chance to freely explore it and to believe in it, live it, I would say I'd like to go with Christ, because I've read the Quran. I've read it and I've listened to it, but it's never touched my heart. Maybe because it's incoherent in some ways, but reading the Bible in the short span of time that I've got to read it has touched my heart and made me cry so many times, and I don't know why. So I think there's some truth to it, and maybe I would like to explore. I'd like to explore what Christ has and what he's about. But I'm afraid that I'm gonna find that somewhere down the line it's just as false. Sorry, and I'm scared of that. I'm scared that I'm gonna find out, just as I've found out and doubted, that I'm gonna find out somewhere down the line that it's false, and I don't know what to do with that, you know. So I like to take my time because I don't know. I'm scared that it's gonna be false.
All
I'm
right.
scared
So
that I'm gonna get the
I'm
book.
I'm happy for you that you know Islam is false, and now you are afraid Christianity might be the same. But I say to you,
I think from what I know of Islam from talking to you today, but also from reading independently and reading the Quran objectively with a critical eye, and also from reading the Bible and destroying, or not destroying, but like figuring out some of the things I was taught about the Bible weren't specifically true, or about Christianity weren't true, and that it's so coherent to read. I think in that way, then yes, Islam, the Quran and Prophet Muhammad aren't as honorable as I once thought. Yes.
absolutely, they are false. There's no honor in Muhammad, neither his God. Because obviously, even Aisha, she said, Inni ara rabbuka yusari'u ila hawaka ya Muhammad. I see that your prophet, your God, Allah, Muhammad, Aisha, she said, he rushed into your desire. Aisha, she is not a fool. And she noticed that Allah is not God. He is just, a toy. Muhammad he used to justify his desires, including money desire, sexual desire, and all kind of filthy stuff. Muhammad, he is living. When Aisha, she said, and she noticed that your God, he rush into your desire. If Aisha, she is the most close person to Muhammad, who knows Muhammad more than Aisha then? The Muslim, they say nobody knows the Prophet as Aisha. Inni ara rabbuka yusari'u ila hawaka ya Muhammad. Here you see the word hawak is not just desire. Hawa is lust. So it seems to me that your Lord, what he do? He jump to satisfy your sexual need. Women, they are offering themselves to the messenger. Why? Because Muhammad in the Quran, he made a verse. Any believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet so he can F her. Aisha now, she noticed that the God, he make verses for the penis of Muhammad. Specific verses. And this is telling you that Aisha, she was not, at least in this point now, she is out of Islam. She noticed. We will find that Aisha in different place, she said to Muhammad, you who claim to be the messenger of Allah, you claim, Aisha, she said. And then Abu Bakr, he did beat Aisha for saying that. So Aisha, she knew. Amina, today you knew Muhammad is a fraud. And I hope you will call me soon and you will accept the Messiah as your savior, and I will be happy to explain to you more.
Yeah, I feel like I've taken a lot of your time, and it is almost
No,
1
no,
a.m.
no. No, you see, the only reason I don't come online if I lose my voice. Honest to
Oh,
God.
fair.
If I get tired, my voice, I can't speak no more. So okay, what I can do? I mean, I have limitation of how many hours I can speak. Otherwise, I will be happy to serve people, to make them see the truth, and the truth will set them free. And I pray that God will send me every day many Amina like you, so we can invite them to Jesus, and they can have a beautiful life, a life of dignity. You marry a husband who will love you, he adore you, he do not need to lie to you, and you do not need to lie to him. He will not look to any other women. For God, he made it clear that the man will be with his wife together as one. The man, he leave his parents, the Bible says, and become with his wife as one. As one. They are not two no more. So in Christianity, we have a real marriage. In Islam, they have sex contract. And there is a huge difference between a partner of lifetime and an employee. In Islam, you are an employee. And this employee can be fired by the boss, which is the man. In Christianity, you are a partner. And your partnership is not only with the man, but with God himself. For marriage is a blessed in Christianity by God himself. The unity is coming from God, not from the man and the women. And we know that when God created Adam, he created for him one Eve. Did God made a mistake? And this is the first man. He can create 7 women for him. He can create 100. But it was enough for Adam. It was enough for Eve. So why it cannot be enough for me? Am I an animal? Am I a wolf? I am a monkey, maybe jumping from female to female? Ah, you remind me, by the way. Do you have a zoo in UK?
Of course, yeah, quite.
Okay, I want you to go and visit some Muslims there.
What?
Some Muslims, because according to Muhammad, monkeys are Muslims. Read for me the hadith before you go.
Okay. During the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, I saw a she monkey surrounded by a number of monkeys. They were all stoning it because it had committed illegal sexual intercourse. I too stoned it along with them.
So I want you to go to the zoo and have a sign in your hand says, "Death to the female monkey who cheated her husband." You know, she is a bad Muslim female monkey.
Yeah, I think that
this is the religion of God. I mean, what is this? I mean, monkey committed it. So now the monkeys are Muslims and they are practicing the stoning to death and the laws of Moses and Sharia law. What the heck is that? I mean, monkeys, they have sex with their mommy and their daddy and their children. What is this? She have illegal? Are you sure?
Well, I guess we got to tell the zookeepers to, to arrest the monkeys.
And you know, since then, I promised I will never marry a monkey. I cannot trust them no more, you know.
Yeah. I don't think you could either. It's called bestiality. I think that's illegal, you know.
Unbelievable. I hope Darwin, he will not see this hadith. He will use it for his theory, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. He would have used it.
He will put it in his book. He will say
to support his argument.
Yeah, we have a proof. And by the way, your prophet, he is a Darwinist. Do you know that?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, with this text over here.
No. In the Quran, it says Allah, he cursed the Jews and he made them pigs and monkeys. You know that?
Oh.
Yeah, in the Quran. It's in the Quran.
I've heard you I've heard you say it before. I have heard that.
Yeah, I mean, Muhammad is Darwinist, but the opposite direction.
The poor Jews.
Yeah, so, and why? Because they did fishing in Saturday. I mean, the story alone is so funny and so stupid. Allah, he forbid the fish from coming on Saturday, and he commanded them to not to work in Saturday. And then, brother and sisters, because they did break the command of Allah, Allah made them pigs and monkeys. So, and here, if Allah is the one who made the fish don't come in Saturday, and they are living in an island, how in the world he can judge them for that? If you read the story, you will die laughing. But here, you will notice, God, he make the Jews pigs and monkeys for fishing in Saturday. But Jews in Israel now, every year they have a festival for homosexual. So,
what?
Yeah, they have festival for gays, like the same as many places. So, why Allah, he want to curse them and make them pigs and monkeys for fishing in Saturday, but he will not make them pigs and monkeys for doing a big festival for homosexual? Which one is more? Which one is bad for Allah? So why Allah don't make the one who rape a woman a monkey, a pig?
Yeah.
So for fishing in Saturday, we make them pigs and monkeys, but the one who rape a child, we don't. The one who murder, the one who kidnap, the one, I mean, we have tons of list of ugly crimes a human being he does. So fishing in Saturday is a problem now, and we made them pigs and monkeys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this is Muhammad, what you can say. Thank you, sister, for being here. God bless you.
Yeah, thanks, Christian Prince. I have wanted to ask you, even though these questions may seem quite menial, but they are questions that I've had, and I felt it important. So thank you for picking up the ball.
No problem.
It was quite a long one.
Stay in the chat if you can, because we have a Muslim. He is trying want to talk to me. Maybe they can bring you to Islam.
Well, yeah, I mean, I live in it, so
yeah, because we have Salima, Hafsa, and we have Gambling Ghost. I don't know if he's a Muslim, so they might be able to convince you again that Islam is good. So stay and let us hear them.
Yeah, I am gonna go to bed though. But
all right.
No,
Before you go to bed,
it.
Don't forget you have to say a prayer. Otherwise, Shaitan will sleep in your nose and will piss in your ears. And there's things I cannot say. Sorry, you're a lady.
That's all right. But yeah. Thanks for this, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon, hopefully.
All right. Take care, sister. God bless you.
Take care.
Read the Bible.